They used to be.
Used to be. That was a long time ago. Well, I enjoyed the one where Daniel Bryan had SmackDown. I enjoyed that brand. And Stephanie had
2016.
Yeah,
2016 was a good year.
That was fun. That was fun.
It was really fun.
It really felt like it was split. That was like
because they had different pay-per-views too.
They really felt
like how
split.
it used to be. The old brand split. Those long days ago, Eddie Guerrero, JBL, the old John Cena days.
Yeah. Okay, so I think you said Sasha and Lacey on my end. What about The Undertaker
versus
AJ Styles?
The Phenom, The Undertaker versus the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
In Bone.
I have no idea what that match is.
What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
What's it called? Hold on, I gotta actually read the name of it. Boneyard.
It's a boneyard match.
Boneyard match. Like what? I know it's not a buried alive match.
Okay.
I know that because they would have just said buried alive, but it makes no sense to do that. But I still think the Undertaker might bury somebody. I don't know. But I mean, even though technically the Undertaker should win this match, you know I cannot go against AJ Styles. I'm going with AJ Styles, and I'm going to enjoy this match, even though there's no crowd. I think that matches like this. I think it's okay. Like certain matches, it's okay not to have a crowd for. This one's one of them, in my opinion, that I will still enjoy without. I don't care about hearing none of that, but I'm gonna miss AJ Styles pyro because they took a minute to give him pyro on Raw, but they gave the OC pyro. I was so confused on that. I was like, "Where's AJ Styles pyro?" But definitely.
Oh, but I think that the story. I'm going with the Undertaker, by the way. But I think the story of it is who is he gonna bring out? A lot of people is kind of like, is Kane gonna come out on the Undertaker? Seems like the Undertaker said he's gonna bring his minions, or something like that. That's what he's.
You know what's interesting about the Undertaker? This Undertaker, how he's not. He's like they make him seem more human. Like they bring in Michelle McCool, his wife. And he seems more like the American Badass upgrade, like 2020 version.
Looks good.
So I thought that was interesting when he came out for the contract signing and like the way he looked. I was like,
look good.
I was so confused. I was like, wait a minute. And then I said, I've never seen him walk that fast to the ring with that music. Like if it's American Badass and he runs, but I've never seen him walk that fast to his. I was just like, this is crazy. I'm liking this Undertaker they're bringing out. Okay.
I like it too.
He's just one of those superstars. He could always reinvent himself, and it just works.
It does.
It works. I'm just, my friends were like, hey, if he doesn't come out in a motorcycle, I would be so disappointed. I said, ooh, a motorcycle. I was like, American Badass? Okay. I feel like they should have changed his music, though, like, for this.
You think they're going to change that WrestleMania?
I don't know. Or he's gonna use the American Badass one. That'd be a nice little throwback. We'd enjoy that. So yeah, I don't or if he uses Limp Bizkit theme song, I love that one.
Boneyard.
I have no idea. Like is it, I know for sure it's definitely you're gonna be able to use weapons. It's definitely a no disqualification. I mean, all those matches sound. It's basically like a street fight with a fancy name. That's how I look at it. It's a street fight with a fancy name. It's a fancy name. It's
That's a fancy name.
No disqualification. No holds barred. All that's the same.
That's a fancy name.
Let's have a street fight, but we're gonna call it a boneyard match.
There's another match on the card that John Cena doesn't even know about. He wants to learn more about it tonight on SmackDown. Firefly Funhouse match. Excuse me, a Firefly Funhouse match. What do you think that is?
So, I'm trying to think. What was the match that Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt had? That house match.
Yeah, it was a house of horrors.
I think maybe it might be something similar to that.
What was so bad about that match other than the ceiling?
Right.
I
I didn't think it is. I thought it was very entertaining. I mean, that's a match that definitely probably has to be recorded. That had to be pre-taped anyway.
I think that it should be in like that room that he's in. I think that would be.
What if now it just makes me like what space? Because we only see like this area of it. Like how big is it gonna be? What's it actually gonna look like? What's on the other side of the camera? What if that's the Bean's like little. Something like I don't know. It's all funny, sunshine and rainbows. The the pets and everything, and then you got the Fiend side, just a whole bunch of destruction and revenge.
This is how we love wrestling. Right, it's gonna be interesting.
You just don't know, or is it gonna be like a certain version of Matt Hardy's what's he
match
called?
he had with Bray Wyatt, that Hardy compound, what was that?
Yeah, the Ultimate Deletion match, something like that. Not like that, but the basic video packaging of it.
And I know what you're talking about. Randy and Bray Wyatt had another match after WrestleMania too. That was like when they was fighting at like that barn or everything.
Yeah.
So everybody's speculating like that. They think it's gonna be something like that.
Well, all I know is this is Bray Wyatt's chance at revenge and redemption of what should have happened at WrestleMania 30. I mean, honestly, if they didn't build like John Cena's legacy on the line, I feel like Bray Wyatt could have easily won. But they was like, John Cena's legacy, come on. That's obviously John Cena was gonna win that match. I was just like, and I was pissed too. I said, every time they want to put this man's legacy on the line, he always gotta win.
John Cena's the man.
But no, even though I did not like Bray Wyatt losing to John Cena at WrestleMania 30. But that build up to WrestleMania 30 and not even that the build up after to the other matches they had, like in the steel cage and all that, I'm here for John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Well, the Fiend in this case. I originally thought it was gonna be because it was rumored that they was gonna face off. I said, for the Universal Champion. I said that Bray Wyatt beating John Cena and as the Universal Champion. I said I feel like that would just solidify the Universal Championship automatically, guaranteed, because it's John Cena.
That didn't happen.
No, it did not happen. However, I'm still looking forward to this match. Either way.
Who you got winning it?
Bray Wyatt, duh. But I think what's funny is how John Cena came out talking about, you're gonna have to move on. Have a WrestleMania without John Cena. As soon as the Fiend points at WrestleMania, he looks around and then agrees automatically. No hesitation. No, not making the Fiend work for it. Like, no,
it was
you
all
want a
for
match
that.
with me? Yes, yeah. All you gotta do. He was basically like, I'm like he had Boston convinced. I'm not gonna be at WrestleMania. I'm gonna let the other people, the young up-and-comers, WrestleMania. Without John Cena. Then Fiend, all he does is look, point. You got a match.
Never back down.
Right, I was just like, people said when he was doing that, I said, this is John Cena though. He's not gonna back down from a challenge, but you can make it, make a beg for it. Like it's just like easy. Like he was just John Cena was thirsty for WrestleMania. That's what that was. That's how I took it as. I was just like, dang, John Cena. You ain't gonna make him earn that match.
I'm glad he's getting this because he didn't wrestle last year. 1 year he did that horrible match with The Undertaker. Then we had the proposal. I'm glad my boy is coming back for an actual match. It's been a minute. Yeah. It's been a minute.
But last year's WrestleMania, as you were there for, the Dr. Thugonomics little cameo that he did with Elias, it was cute. It was cute. It was a very nice surprise.
It was.
And it was just very nice to see John Cena do that. Even though he did not have to when he did not have a match. But he was like, I just want to be part of WrestleMania some type of way. And then here you go, a year later. Oh, nah, I'm not going to be in WrestleMania. Like, come on, John. Come on. I think WrestleMania, I think 2019 was the first year John Cena did not wrestle a match. Yeah. The first year. And that's crazy. Since his debut in 2002 up until 2018, he has always had at least one match. Yeah. I was like, dang, no John Cena match? Wow. Interesting. I mean, he made appearances, though, so. Yeah. So that was cool. But yeah, I think this is probably going to be one of the matches I enjoyed the most, maybe, outside of Undertaker versus AJ Styles.
I like a few matches as I'm going through it. I'm enjoying a few matches that we're talking about.
I think, honestly, on this card, there's probably 5 matches that are going to really just stand out.
Which is a nice bit.
Yeah. Out of that's a lot of matches.
Yeah, we still got a lot more to go.
we should have done what we used to do, part matches. Now we rush because WrestleMania is tomorrow.
We have the Universal Championship. Goldberg,
who was originally supposed to face Roman Reigns, because it hasn't been officially announced yet that Roman Reigns is not going to be facing Goldberg. But we pretty much know that he's not going to be facing Goldberg. It's rumored. I mean, it's probably gonna be confirmed. It's actually probably. It will be confirmed for SmackDown tonight. That it's Braun Strowman. And I'm just like, okay, WWE, this is do or die. Now you have to give the title to Braun Strowman because they didn't want to do it all those times he faced Brock Lesnar, and now they're in the position where they kind of have to now because they're not going to have Goldberg be champion for long. They're not. But then I got to think about like this. If Braun Strowman couldn't beat Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar has beaten Goldberg, it's just like, that's like literally Braun Strowman is the only believable person who could beat Goldberg on the SmackDown roster. I don't see anyone else, even if he doesn't win, but he's the most believable because who else they got? Outside of Roman and Braun Strowman, there's nobody. And now it's going to be interesting if they do actually put the title on Strowman. Like, what is his title reign going to be like? Like, I didn't ever foresee him being champion in this way. Like, literally just dropped the IC title, and now he's in the main event of SmackDown's championship main event.
It's wow.
It is crazy. Now this man's supposed to carry SmackDown. I mean, I have nothing against Braun.
So, who did you have? Strowman? Just want to make sure. Because I got Goldberg.
I was actually like, I'm just going to change it to Goldberg. I don't think Goldberg should even been champion. It's now that Roman's not in the match, it's like taking the title off the Fiends for nothing at this point.
Yeah, really wish the
So, I mean, I don't think Goldberg should be champion, but I just do not see Braun Strowman.
I don't want to see it.
It's not that I don't want to see it. I literally cannot see it. I mean, it's like, there's no build, like, you know? So, I cannot see it. This is the same man who got squashed by Brock Lesnar. Like that. Like he wasn't beating Brock Lesnar's ass on the Raws leading up to the match. And then, like, what was it? I think it was in Saudi Arabia, Crown Jewel. I was just like... Because
Roman had to drop the title.
I really thought... Hold up.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, where'd you go?
Oh, there we go. What's up, girl? Me and Jeff are filming.
Oh.
You're actually kind of. What's up?
I didn't know. I got off my whole little thing because I thought we was going to be a thing today. Oh.
We are in like around 7 o'clock.
You are right. Well, where's everybody?
We are in the middle of filming. Hi. T. Well, I did get off work early, so we've been filming for. It's been like an hour, and we still got 9 matches left. We only did 7.
Life happens.
If we would have.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I should be home about 7. I should be home about 7. I should.
Like, yo, Michelle, where are you? And it was quiet, and I was like, damn. But I'm like.
I should be home about 7:30.
Okay.
The latest.
You'll probably be tore from the floor by the time you get here.
Well, then I'll just play catch up.
Mm-hmm. You guys have a good time.
All right, bye.
Good.
Bye. It's so funny if you put that in the video. It's like, oh, a small little commercial break. Oh yeah, so Braun Strowman. Yeah, I just nah. I will regrettably choose Goldberg.
Yeah.
Regrettably.
It's unfortunate, but
yeah, I didn't like when Goldberg beat Kevin Owens too for that same title.
Yeah, I didn't like that
This
either.
man can't wrestle, and he's a 2-time Universal Champion.
Just can't do it. So we realized we got a lot of matches left. So let's go through these throwaway matches right quick.
Right, before we get to the
Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley.
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black King Corbin versus Elias. They just stop a little bit.
I think I want it to be Elias, but
I'm going with King Corbin on my end.
I think Corbin definitely needs to win more than Elias because Elias loses a lot and he ends up being fine. So yeah.
So who you got again?
Corbin.
Oh, Corbin too. Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. Who corner is Mandy Rose gonna be in?
She's gonna be in Dolph Ziggler's corner because they a thing.
Oh, so she made
because Otis. If she would technically Otis stood her up. She was waiting for him for a while.
I'm like, do she not see the replays? Do she not see social media?
Right. But that don't matter. But I really don't care for heavy machinery. But this Otis and Mandy Rose storyline, it's just like maybe have a soft spot for Otis. I just feel so bad. I was just like, this made me hate Dolph Ziggler so much. Like, I was just like, why are you coming in the way of love? I'm just saying, it was cute, the whole back and forth with the ham and the fruitcake.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Otis.
Actually.
Yeah, you done again with Dolph. I feel like Mandy Rose. I think Dolph might do something that'll take it too far for Mandy, and she might end up like helping Otis. I don't know. I have a soft spot for romance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Otis. I don't want to, but let's just end this with a happy ending.
Let's just hopefully Otis wins, and that's the end of that.
Or we can have a little Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. But technically, Mandy already sided with the bad guy.
True, that's the plot.
But she's not even seen as a bad person though.
There's too much going on.
It's not on that Trish Stratus level.
That was built up for months.
It was
months.
A heel turn nobody saw coming. Like I was like, dang Trish.
I did it. Yeah, that kiss.
Should we do Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins?
Is that a special match or is it a regular?
It doesn't say. Usually it'll say.
Yeah.
It just says Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens.
Nah, the Messiah. Monday Night Messiah.
Kevin Owens.
I don't know why everybody like Kevin Owens so much. I'm just a big Seth Rollins.
Well, I'm a Seth Rollins fan, but I'm just going for Kevin Owens. Technically, it's going to be his first WrestleMania moment, Kevin Owens. Not like he didn't just beat Chris Jericho for the United States Championship at WrestleMania, but AEW reasons.
Oh, I forgot about that.
See, you got
because that wasn't a good match.
I thought it was a good match.
I gotta rewatch it. I don't got nothing but
it was after he lost the Universal Championship, and then they did the whole friendship festival.
See, that's why I didn't remember. It wasn't for the Universal title.
Yeah, it was for the United States.
I wanted it to be for the Universal title. Yeah.
Yeah, but Goldberg.
He took it and then it went
ruining plans, man.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I had months of built up for that.
Okay, so where should we go from there?
Get the Intercontinental Championship matchup that we talked about off camera.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan. I'm actually, if they're going to let Sami Zayn be
all of a sudden, wrestle out of the blue.
The NXT wrestler, Sami Zayn.
Out of the blue.
That's going to be a great match. It's him and Daniel Bryan. It's going to be a good technical match, for sure.
But if they don't let him wrestle, what kind of match is going to be?
It's going to be Sami Zayn being the heel, running around and having Shinsuke and Cesaro distract and trying to do something. But luckily, I'm pretty sure Daniel Bryan will have Drew Gulak in his corner. So he'll have just a little backup, make it even just a smidget. But other than that, I think it's going to be a good match. Me personally would prefer to see Daniel Bryan win.
Has he ever been the IC champion?
He did. He won it before he had to retire. The WrestleMania, his last WrestleMania, it was a ladder match, yeah. And I forgot who all was in the match. I forgot who was the Intercontinental champion. It was a really good ladder match. I don't even remember who the champion was though.
Zack Ryder? No, probably wasn't. I think Zack Ryder won it 1 year.
Zack Ryder did win it.
1 year, but
then he lost it to Miz.
That
very
was sad.
recent.
Yeah,
it was but he had his WrestleMania moment, so he was very happy about that.
True.
He's like, I got to hear my song played. That's what he's like. Not even just me winning it, but I heard my song played at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I was hyped too.
So yeah,
I was hyped too.
I was very shocked at that. But I definitely would like.
I
to
need
see
quick
Daniel
champions. But I really don't care, to be honest. If we're going to be honest about this. And it sucks because these are two really good wrestlers, so it sucks.
I'm just happy to see Daniel Bryan wrestle.
I like Daniel Bryan above anybody else. So Daniel Bryan, I'm really not about to go against my boy. I really like that.
Even when Daniel Bryan was a heel, I was still cheering.
Yeah, I like DB.
I didn't care. He was calling me fickle all he wants.
Yeah.
Like, fickle.
Yeah, he was
fickle.
amazing.
I'm like, you right, I am.
He was amazing last year.
He was. Him and Kofi Kingston definitely tore it
That
down.
match was so good.
And you got to see it live,
Yeah,
man.
that match
I
was
was
so
at
good.
home lit.
That match was so good.
And then our videos made in the reaction video. that was so cool.
Still gotta say,
It's still pinned. It's the pinned tweet. You go on my Twitter. That's the first thing you gonna see. I'm not changing
yours
that.
is. Yeah, yours
I am never
is.
gonna change that. That will forever be the pinned tweet.
Off. We have the NXT Women's Championship on the line for the first time ever at WrestleMania.
Yes.
All because of the Queen.
The Queen, who is the 2020 Women's Royal Rumble winner, she chose to go after. Well, she actually really didn't choose. Technically, Rhea chose her, and then Charlotte humbled her and let her have this match with her because she is the Queen, and she could show some what's the word I want to say? I said she gave her mercy, pitied her. Like, you want a match with the Queen? I mean, all right. I mean, I've already been NXT Women's Champion, but I'll do it again. I'll be the second woman to be a 2-time NXT champ. So, she's gonna give Rhea the business. What I didn't like at TakeOver Portland, she didn't have to touch my girl Bianca Belair. She already lost the match. She was on the outside minding her own business. And Charlotte, you want to come and touch her? I was just like, no. Like she said, you don't even go here. You don't even go here. But I love her. Bianca, I love her. But yeah. So, I understand what the whole concept they were trying to do, but it's just nothing against NXT. It's kind of a, for Charlotte, I feel like it's a downgrade.
It is. And people are not understanding that on Twitter, and I get tired of arguing with people.
I feel like it's good. It would be good for the women's division for NXT, but Charlotte is way above this whole women's division.
It was.
Charlotte, let me tell you, Charlotte is the best female wrestler that the WWE has. She really only joined this for a short time, and she just instantly gets it. Like, it's just like when I see Charlotte lose, it's just like I'd be like such disbelief because I just be like, she was the better wrestler in the match. I didn't like that she beat Asuka though in her Asuka streak. I didn't like that. But so yeah. Anyways, it's a huge downgrade.
Yeah, it is.
It's.
I would have preferred Becky versus Charlotte. I know a lot of people be like they tired of it, but
let me tell you,
I would have preferred
I probably would prefer because technically Charlotte really didn't face the new Bayley. Bayley came in, took the title, and then that was the end of that. Then Charlotte ended up going
to Raw.
So I wouldn't mind this version of Bayley if Charlotte had chose her. But I am honestly tired of seeing Becky and Charlotte.
Really? I haven't seen it in a minute.
It's been happening since 2018.
But people want to see Bayley versus Sasha again.
They want that NXT match.
Right.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you the difference between Bayley and Sasha. They wasn't fighting back to back all the time like Becky and Charlotte have. We haven't seen them wrestle each other really and for a minute. I think they wrestled each other in 2018 though. I think they had that one match. I think it was to determine who was going to face Alexa Bliss. And I think Bayley ended up winning, but Bayley ended up getting injured or something. I don't know how that came about because Sasha ended up taking and winning the gauntlet match to face Bliss and win, by the way.
Right.
So yes, I think that was 2017 actually. I'm not sure. And then they had that whole tease before they ended up becoming a team. I hated that. I was pissed. I said they've been beating each other up for weeks, and your idea is to send they try to do the whole Kane and send them to Dr. Shelby.
Yeah.
And make them a team. What happened to fighting it out in the ring? Like, no, you're not gonna fight backstage. No, we're gonna take it to the ring. So that's the difference. They are withholding Sasha and Bayley from us, and they keep giving us Becky versus Charlotte. Nobody asked for that. And then they inserted Charlotte into Ronda Rousey and Becky. I was actually, I mean, I understand. I get it now because Becky was kind of hurt, so they had to keep the storyline going. So I get it. They didn't know if she was going to be cleared or not. I get it. So they had to add something and then make a suspension happen and all that blah, blah, blah. I get it. But yeah, I do not want to see Becky versus Charlotte anymore. I do not want them on the same brand. Only time I want to see them in the ring is if they're both champions and they have to face off in Survivor Series. That is it. I do not want them on the same brand at all.
So how do you think that this is going to end with Charlotte and NXT whole thing? Do she win? Do she stay on NXT? How do you see this play out?
I'll be honest with you. If Charlotte wins and is the NXT Women's Champion and has to be on NXT, and I can't go to live events in Georgia because they don't have that many NXT live events here in Atlanta, and I can't see the Queen, I'm going to be mad. But at the same time, I do not like Rhea Ripley. I don't. I hate that they used to say they were comparing her to Charlotte. I was like, and where? I don't even see that. If they're gonna compare Charlotte to somebody, it would be Lacey, because Lacey looks almost like her, about the same height, hair color blonde. I'm just looking at Rhea. I'm like, what do people? Who told you this? Did you come up with this in your head?
I think the commentators were saying it during the Mae Young.
Yeah, and I was just like, even then, I said, because she had long hair then the first time I saw her. She did have long hair, but I was just like, I still don't see Charlotte at all. Like, I'm confused. When I saw Lacey, I said, now, this is someone who can say, yeah, Charlotte. Like, when them standing next to each other, if it wasn't like they are damn near identical. And then when they had the whole tag team. Yeah.
That was cute.
I was just like, oh, okay, I like this.
Yeah, I like that too.
I actually want them to face off, but I think they eventually did.
I think so.
Because the Queen had to humble Lacey because Lacey was doing too much. But I'm gonna choose Charlotte to win. I don't want her to win. I don't want Rhea. I don't even want this match to be happening, honestly. I really don't. It's like, to me, it's Rhea's lucky that this is gonna be on WrestleMania. That's really what it is. She's lucky that's what's happening. But but Charlotte being on NXT, I just think about all the NXT women's division and who she'll be facing. I would like to see her and Shayna get at it. That'd be cool to see. But Shayna, she's gonna beat Becky and become women's champion anyway. So.
Well, goes to the Raw Women's Championship match. Is Becky Lynch finally losing the championship that she won at WrestleMania 35?
Probably not. I mean, I think at this point, I'm pretty sure Becky's probably the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion.
Has to be. It's been a year.
Because before that, of course, it was definitely Charlotte. For sure. Or was it Alexa Bliss?
One of the two. It's always one of them two.
Yeah, that's true.
Until Bayley recently had her reign.
Yeah. I don't think Bayley had the Raw championship that long.
She held it a long time one time too, though.
She won it at I believe she won it at Fastlane. I don't know if that was the pay-per-view they had in March.
She kept it past WrestleMania when she did that too.
Yeah, she won, but she lost it at Extreme Rules to Alexa Bliss. So that's not that long. So it's like March to May, I think. It wasn't that long. But Alexa Bliss took that title and ran with it.
Yeah, she did.
And barely defended it, but still.
To Nia Jax, I think. Yeah, I think she kept it.
No, she lost it to Sasha.
Oh, yeah, that SummerSlam.
And then got it back 8 days.
That
was disrespectful
later, she got it back.
Sasha. Very disrespectful.
She kept it there.
But, so Shayna Baszler is challenging Becky Lynch.
Where's Ronda?
Right, where is Ronda?
And
Ronda was all trolling us. And y'all thought I was going to return at the Royal Rumble. I said, well, okay, Ronda. All right, bet. Like, okay.
It's been a year, man.
It has been. It's been a year. What's crazy is it's been, I think it was two years ago when we went to Raw before Mania and we saw it was Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie and Triple H, and then Stephanie had slammed Ronda through the table, Yeah, so I'm just like, that was my first time seeing Ronda Rousey. I just thought that was great.
Yeah, it was. That was a moment. That was a great episode. John Cena was there, everything. Because of The Undertaker.
And I was disappointed. I haven't seen The Undertaker since 2015.
Yeah.
I was very hurt. I was like, wow, no sign, no lightning bolt, nothing. And even John Cena said it. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's my last time seeing John Cena. Yeah, it's my last time seeing John Cena. So that's crazy. But, you know, what makes me mad is the Raw before Mania was supposed to be here. Even though I was supposed to be on a boat, when my cruise got canceled, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was looking at tickets for Monday Night Raw.
I know you wasn't.
And then that's when they was like, oh, cancel. I was just like.
Yeah, I had an NXT ticket in April, and they rescheduled to July. So I was like, can I get my money back? They was like, nah, it's happening in July. Oh, okay.
That's dumb. I said, what if I'm busy that day? I mean, shit, we really got nothing going on. Shit, we don't even know how Corona's gonna be.
Exactly.
Like,
so
nothing.
Yeah, that's like one of the few things that I get my refund for. I was kind of like, okay, we'll see.
We'll see. I might as well buy a ticket to NXT. Might see Austin Theory.
We'll see. He might get caught up at this point.
True.
Point.
So I did not like the way this originally started. I mean, her biting.
Yeah, Shayna.
Yeah, like, I was just like, really, Shayna? That's what you want to do?
That's how they started.
Bite?
They got our attention.
Bite? Technically, I'm not surprised this match is happening because after, remember, Survivor Series, it was Becky versus Bayley versus Shayna, and Shayna won by beating up Bayley. But at the end of the match, Becky attacked Shayna.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Actually, that part did not make any sense to me. I was like, I don't think it's just weird.
And it just went on from there.
And then after that, nothing. And then now, Shayna decides to make that appearance. And I just thought that biting thing. I just thought that was
WrestleMania season is just so random to me. I just be doing some random stuff.
Yeah, I didn't really care for any of the build-ups to most of these matches at all. And this is the number one that I definitely did not care about. And then the Elimination Chamber, how she just ran through everyone.
Even Asuka, I thought that was
that's the one. That's the one that hurt. I was just like, wow. And I didn't understand why you have Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott feuding, but they don't even get to interact because Ruby was eliminated before Liv Morgan even got in the match.
Right.
I was just like, this is terrible.
I wish they would just get back together, honestly.
I thought that was going to happen, but Ruby wants to attack.
You know when they got more TV time together.
Right. Where they been? I ain't seen them.
What's their name again?
The Riott Squad? Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan.
They probably don't want to be called that anymore.
What's crazy is Sarah Logan and Ruby got to interact a little bit. But Shayna really did destroy all those women.
Yeah, she destroyed everybody.
Every last one of them.
So for her to lose this WrestleMania match would be like, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they might have Becky keep going. I mean, she is the women's wrestler of the year. I think that's what happened.
It's just a bad spot because they haven't had time to build up, in my opinion, anybody else for these championship slots after this. So even if people do kind of like win the championships, kind of like
who's next?
Because they really haven't had full rosters or anything else going on. That's true because
I mean the wrestlers did have choices to show up for Raw or SmackDown. Noticeable absence for me was Carmella, because once they took Dana out, I said, oh yeah, they could put Carmella in, because I was like, why did they put Carmella in the first place? Nah, she is quarantining. She's like, I'm staying home. Don't blame her. And then I've actually been okay with not hearing Corey Graves on commentary, because sometimes he kind of gets on my nerves.
Oh, he hasn't been on?
Yeah, they dating, so they both, and they don't live. Carmella used to live in Florida, but I forgot where. I mean, I still watch Total Divas. Corey Graves lives near his ex-wife, because he could be near his girls. So you gotta watch Total Divas. You be learning some stuff. Like you get whenever there's a major scandal with any one of them, you find out months later what happened. Well, I think that's so interesting.
Yeah, that's like the selling points of the show. I bet.
Yeah.
Let's see how these things.